Senator Imee Marcos went face-to-face and grilled the officials of her very own brother, President Bongbong Marcos. That's over the arrest of former President Rodrigo Duterte on March 11 upon the order of the International Criminal Court.
Now, these officials insisted there was no prior preparation, not even information on the warrant of arrest from the ICC.
They also argue that turning over the former president to the tribunal did not mean automatic cooperation with the foreign court. Mayan Los Baños with tonight's big story.
Why did government surrender former President Rodrigo Duterte to a foreign tribunal? This was the main question in Thursday's probe on the legality of Digong's arrest by virtue of a warrant from the International Criminal Court.
Isinuko natin si Rodrigo Roa Duterte sa dayuhan na para bang wala siyang sariling bayan, na para bang hindi na natin kayang humusga sa sarili nating tahanan. Since when did the Philippines become a province of The Hague?
Presidential sister and known Duterte ally Senator Imee Marcos took the lead in questioning her brother's top security and law enforcement officials, including Justice Secretary Boying Rimulya, DILG Chief John Vic Rimulya, Defense Secretary Gibo Chodoro, National Security Advisor Eduardo Año, and CIDG Director Major General Nicolas Torre III. At the onset, Imee reminded these attendees of her brother's stance on the ICC.
I do not recognize the jurisdiction of ICC in the Philippines.
The president's men agreed that the ICC has no authority over the Philippines, but defended Duterte's arrest, saying they did not take part in the court's probe on Digong's drug war.
We did not assist the ICC. We have never spoken to them.
If that's the case, Senator Marcos said, why turn in Duterte? DOJ Chief Rimulya says individuals violating international humanitarian law is a different story altogether, whether or not the Philippines is a member of the ICC.
We surrendered an individual to the ICC. We did not surrender as a country, but he was surrendered due to a warrant of arrest issued by the ICC through the Interpol.
For a good part of the upper chamber's inquiry, Senator Marcos zoomed in on the significance of diffusion against a red notice from Interpol when it came to Duterte's case. A red notice is sent out to locate and arrest personalities wanted for prosecution or has skipped sentences, while a diffusion is a mere request for cooperation. The Philippine Center on Transnational Crime clarified that the Interpol issued a wanted person diffusion, but it was as good as a red notice. Then, another question from the Senate was Duterte's arrest plan. Rimulya of the DILG and Año of the NSC both denied any preparation for the capture, claiming that they only knew of the ICC warrant at dawn of March 11, or hours before the arrest. Año adds what happened to Duterte pains him.
As a former member of the cabinet of the Duterte administration, it is also very hard for me to see the former president arrested. I worked closely with former President Duterte for so many years through the most serious crisis the country faced, and we have developed and nurtured a personal friendship. He trusted and respected me in the same way I trusted and respected him, even after our terms ended.
He also denied creating a core group to take charge of Digong's arrest.
The implementation of the ICC warrant is beyond my mandate, and I had no part in it. It is utterly unacceptable and unfair that my name is being dragged into an alleged grand conspiracy.
Then, Senator Imee questioned the Interior Secretary about the alleged planning session he had with President Marcos when Duterte's warrant came out. Rimulya was quick to deny this as well, although he did say they talked about the warrant. Only by then, it was still unconfirmed.
There was no mastermind. We were discussing mainly about what the president's statements were in Hong Kong, and it was based all on that statement, ma'am.
At the end of the hearing, Senator Marcos still has a lot of unanswered questions. She says she has yet to determine if a second hearing is called for. Reporting for News 5, Mayan Los Baños, we are One News.